Who is streaming right now? Han is streaming right now? Malomi, Defective Ash, Soupy. Soupy? That gifted sub to Seahorse. Stream Elements bot is running. Okay. Chat out. Actually. I might. Oh, wow. Okay, their website is kind of no good. Chatbot timers. I think this Discord timer. I forgot I played Red Mage today. Timer. I kind of want this timer. 15. Dashboard. Okay. So excited, I forgot to put my shirt on. Yeah, technically today I'm going to be running pretty much everything that's not crafting and gathering as warrior. Okay. What up? There we go. Okay, so first things first. Reassign. Monk's Blade. If I remember correctly, these fish have like 0 use. So like I actually don't even understand why people would buy them. But they do get bought. Look for sale. Yes. I don't think that that's gonna sell, but I'm gonna try it anyway. Okay. Now the big question is, do I want to do roulette at starter stream? You know what? Ooh, Charlotte. No. I always forget. I always forget about the company actions, or the FC actions, I should say. I feel like the Grand Company should give you actions like those. Maybe less good ones. It's amazing how much faster, oh, whoops, these stuff gets killed when you're not doing trusts. Go healer. It's kind of weird actually that there's that's like a mini boss, and then it's like it's right before a boss. Oh, I wasn't paying attention, and that almost hit me. Ooh, that's a dead bard, yo. Just being the best little tank that I can be. I was doing one of these. Was it this one as a trust? I was doing one of these in trust, and one of these was it this boss? Totally killed the Stola. Oh, this one has a stupid bat. Was it? Maybe it wasn't this dungeon. Which one was it? I thought it was that boss though. Alright. Squad is ready. was a waste of that skill. That was a cool effect. I don't know what that spell was, but I liked it. Although I was gonna say, they, like, looking at it now, they all have L as their last name. Not gonna lie, that person lived. I thought those things were an insta death. Maybe I got hit by 2 of them or something. Ooh. These falling are so scary. Scary. You know, I play tank like, I've been playing tank a lot more recently, but I still don't really know what the like icons are up there. Like I can't even tell which ones are my icons, my abilities, or my abilities, I should say. Can't see crap. Knee kind of hurts for some reason. Hey, my timer thing worked. It says beware the delta. GG's. That doesn't look too bad, actually. Log. Second. Okay. Apply. That was fun, and that took me up to. This job is almost level 9. There is almost all. For that, all I'll have left level dark and save, and I guess, but I'm not. Wow. So like Warrior should be level 90 by the end of today. Yo. Okay, first things first. Custom deliveries, Ameliance. We are going to go with Garlem Hall. So many windows open. I feel like I'm not playing a game. I feel like I'm like on Windows. Oh, Azima, bye bye. I need to minion roulette. I think I got that one recently. Let's do a different one. I'll go with the Mandragore. Okay. So what are we looking for again? Not that. Luncheon coffer. Cereals. Need to make more. Okay. think the collectability doesn't matter. Oh no. I don't think I'm going to need these two more, but I'll get them anyways. Five, six. I mean, you could always use crystals, right? I don't normally use my twin adder tickets. But augmented filter. Sneeze. I do actually like this. I kind of wish that this top, this body piece, was actually just like this top and not this whole skirt thing. So when it's fine. Oh, Charlene. When the graphical update comes out, I wonder if they're gonna make some changes to like glam as here. Dun, dun, dun. I kind of like my character wearing this. You don't wear the same stuff for crafting and gathering. Like in real life, you wouldn't wear the same clothes if you were gardening, as you were like fighting stuff. Okay, first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna go to the Scholar's Harbor and we're going to pick up a hunt. Because if anything, you know, we were just in Garlemald, we could have went and hunted the stuff in Garlemald real quick, you know. You know. I actually really are going to. Of the land. Wait, what did I? Oh, I can dye this? Oh, that's pretty neat, actually. Although I kind of like its normal colors. You know what? I like it better with these. It just I think it's lame that you can't cast glamours on your you can't cast glamours on your retainers. Now, even though I got 6 of these, I am fully expecting to not be able to turn all 6 of them. nigh impossible to concentrate on an empty stomach, hence why have I have a mind to keep a few luncheon coffers at hand. Oh. I know from experience that those engrossed in their work are wont to forget meals from time to time, students in particular. This is precisely why I wish to provide them with new luncheon coffers. Of course, they will be of little use if not properly insulated. Oh, so I got insulation. Insulating materials. I'm actually really curious what Ameliance studied or whatever. Because she's saying that she was part, like, she's learned, she's educated. Deliveries. Really curious what Ameliance, the ants studied and what her expert has bits of story says to the studium. So smart. And I'm curious. Ah, that's our master artisan. You'll be happy to hear students have been quite pleased with their meals of late, thanks in no small part to your luncheon coffers. When they attended the studium, Alice would always request her meals be prepared, while Afano was always quite happy to sate his appetite with Archon each and every day, a peculiar trait he inherited from his father. These Charlians, I don't understand how they can eat Archon loaf. Like, not that they eat it, but that they eat only that. I wish to discuss with you. Concerns Mila. I fear she may be having difficulty with spellcraft. It is a complex art that cannot be learned quickly, or through pure effort. One must have the aptitude for it. Fortunately, from what I've observed, Mila appears to have not only the capacity to wield magic, but also a clear understanding of how it works. In theory, at least, and as you have seen yourself, she holds a strong desire to succeed. But I fear her determination is merely born of stubbornness. With each passing day, she returns home later and later. Lest you wonder, being the considerate soul that she is, Mila always sends word in advance. Even today, she notified me that she would be studying on campus until late. I understand all too well the desire to prove oneself, but it should never come at the cost of one's own health. I must speak with her immediately before she falls ill, or worse. You may think me overprotective, but she is still just a child. I have a duty to look after her, both as a mother and a friend. Yet the studium is ever so large, is it not? I would be eternally grateful if you would help me search for her. Okay. Yeah. Oh, this is the thing I've seen where people are like, Ameliance is following you. Only have one part to A new quest continuing the story of Ameliance's efforts with academic homestead programming. Upon its completion... Oh. Yeah, so I'm not going to delete those just yet, but I'm fairly certain, like I'm 99.9% sure, certain. Oh no. That actually looks pretty cool with this. Dun, dun. A mother's. Lest you worry, I've informed Merlid to wait here in case Mila returns home before we find her. With that, let us be off. Oh, I can scarcely wait to look to see the look on her face when we arrive. I mean, yeah, you can't Oh, okay. I was a bit confused there for a second. I was like, wait, where'd she go? But I thought she was going to, like... I really like the following system that they implemented in Endwalker. Because I like the idea. I really like starting where Ameliance normally is and like walking, like having to actually, well, run all the way to the map, right? Because then you could put spots like they do where there's dialogue, and that's just really, I just really like that. Now, don't get me wrong, I really like Ameliance, and she's really pretty and everything, but I feel like people are just a bit too obsessed with her. Is it strange that, having come all this way, I only now to begin to have second thoughts about my plan to surprise Mila? Surely, she would be glad to see us. More so, I should think, if she were to see you in the lead. You are far too kind, thank you. I should have known she would not be here. There's rarely an opportunity to remain idle with studium. After all, she did mention some manner of practical training today. However, perhaps we can find her at Maker's Meet, or failing that, we can ask if any students have seen her. But my, how wonderful it is to walk through these halls again. So many fond memories. Perhaps you would care to share a story or two? It was the twins' graduation when last I was here. Unfortunately, an emergency forum meeting prevented Fortuno from attending. I'd never seen Alice in such a foul mood. Alphino, meanwhile, tried to put on a brave face, saying he understood the demand and duty for him, but a mother knows when her children are hurting. Fortuno was no better. Would that you could have seen it. He spent an entire day with Alphino in the kitchen, baking batch after batch of ginger cookies for Alice in an amusing attempt to cheer her up. Okay, that is pretty cute. It would be so like if for some reason I got like the wealth of people like the Levius, and I actually had I don't know, what are they called? I don't want to call them servants, but that's kind of what they are, isn't it? Like, I would feel weird. Please forgive us our intrusion. Would you perchance happen to know where we can find Milladine? She's a student newly arrived from Thavner. I am her host mother, Ameliance Leviu. Ameliance Leviu? Yes, of course, Milladine. She's in the same course as me. She usually heads over to the pavilion by Numenon to study on her own after class. Perfect. She shan't be hard to find then. My apologies again for the disturbance. It was an honor to meet you, milady. See, like, I refuse to think that Fortuno is the only person of the two of them to like have importance. She has to have done something. The student, my studies here centered on the arcane. Fortuno, meanwhile, studied the art of somnotics, a dreadfully difficult discipline undertaken by those who aspire to become sages. Okay, so she did the arcane. Is that magic casting? One fateful day, he and I found ourselves working together on an experiment. I had never worked closely with him before, but I knew him well by reputation. He was said to be unbelievably cantankerous, stubborn, unapproachable, and overall quite insufferable. All of which turned out to be true. Naturally, I wished to learn everything about him. That makes no sense, but okay. He was always so flustered whenever we spoke, averting his eyes this way and that. It was all so very amusing and peculiar. To even think of it begs for laughter. It's probably best that we keep this conversation between ourselves. I've been watching a pair of people stream Final Fantasy 14, and one of them does a lot of like appreciation of the surroundings. I think both of them do, and I think most people who stream for Final Fantasy 14 also do. It's just a lot of times for people like me, if you you don't have people to run dungeons with you, like it's hard to appreciate stuff because everything is so fast paced. And when I'm going through MSQ, like I don't look at stuff usually. Like I don't look around at the architecture. I'm like, I need to see the story. I need to see the story now. Oh, okay, we can run now. You wish to know about Numenon? Oh, there's not much to tell of those dusty old halls, though I suppose they are not without a memorable moment or two. I once ventured there in the dead of night for some last-minute research. The deadline for my thesis was close at hand, you see. The corridors were dark and empty, with naught but the soft echo of my footsteps to keep me company. Then, suddenly, a shadowy phantom appeared before me as if from the very void itself. Much to my surprise, a phantom, it was not. Nay, 'twas Fortuno, under the veil of his vanish spell. He'd been sneaking around in the forbidden archives. The look on his face, he near died from embarrassment. Speak of this to no one, I beg you, he cried. I obliged, but on the condition he take me to the dinner. Not what I meant to do. Pudding away! Pudding away is the best way. I need more Loperit's story. What is that? Oh, that's the one. Oh, there she is. There she is, but she doesn't quite seem herself. Oh, what? What? Lady Ameliance, and Haruhi as well? Oh no, is something wrong? Not at all, my dear. Everything is quite alright. Haruhi and I merely wish to check on you. It's getting rather late. After all, you must be famished. I take it you've been using the Mammoth there to practice your healing? Yes, but to be perfectly honest, it hasn't been going well. I realize what else I need to do. I also need to do... Does Gunbreaker even have a level 80 quest? The Mammoth is designed specifically to respond to healing magics. Rather than risk the danger of practice on a living patient, students use puppets such as this. When a spell is successful, the Mammoth will rise to its feet. Observe. Such grace and precision without expanding even an ounce of excess energy. It was absolutely perfect. Yet no matter what I do, the Mammoth refuses to even move. I've been trying so hard to prove my mother wrong, but maybe she was right. Maybe I never should have convinced myself that I could master healing magics. I came all this way and accomplished nothing. You've been so kind to me, Lady Ameliance, and I don't want to waste any more of your precious time. Perhaps it'd be best if I returned home. Nothing could be further from the truth. You think so too, don't you? Yes, that is simply not true. Please cheer up, Mila. What? Are you making it speak? Parents are always thinking of their children. Your mother surely wants the best for you. I know that. I do, truly. That's why I'm afraid of disappointing her. You're not a puppet. You need not dance to your mother's tune. You have determination, passion, and a wonderful dream. Besides, always doing as one is told is not easy. Take it from me. I'm an expert. That's hardly something to brag about. I like this Mila character. I really do. There's a darling. The darling smile I've come to admire. Mila, there is no doubt in my mind that a brilliant, hardworking young lady like yourself would make a fine alchemist. Your mother surely saw the same and simply wished for you to walk an easier path, a path where your success would be assured. That makes sense. But with great resolve and determination, you fought to pursue your own way forward. This is part of what it means to become an adult. After a child strikes out on their own, a mother can only pray they find happiness. I know not what to say. I hope at least in the last portion of the story that Alice and Alphino meet her. Perhaps a light stroll might help me collect my thoughts before I make any rash decisions. Then we shall take a leisurely walk back to the estate. I would much rather hear your decision once we are returned. You're like to come down with something if you stay outdoors over long. Dun, 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 dun. Hey, somebody subbed. Thank you. Oh, I have alerts now. Awesome. I have to figure out if people actually want Stream Elements to say that in chat, though. Because not everybody does. But it should be fine, I think. That is a weird emote. But yes, thank you for subbing. I appreciate it. And welcome. And for you and anybody else that happens to be in chat, if there's stuff to run on Final Fantasy XIV, I am definitely down for that. Maybe not today because I actually have stuff planned today, but I don't know. I don't even know what it would be. I'm going to finish what I started. If there came a day when a life I could have saved was lost because I gave up now, I'd never be able to forgive myself. But more than that, I want to repay the support and kindness you both have shown me. I want to make you proud, that is, if you will still have me. Come now, you hardly need ask. You shall ever be welcome here, Mila, and have our unwavering support. Have you any sage counsel for our aspiring weaver of magics here? If worse comes to worse, you always have your fists. Practice makes perfect. You must have a sympathetic heart to those in need of succor. An unshakable will is key. What does that even mean? If you can't heal somebody, you should punch them? You must have a sympathetic heart to those in succor. Practice makes perfect. I feel like it's this one. Pathetic heart, a shoulder for those in need to lean on. I wonder if your options change if you are not a white mage or a sage, I guess in this case. Actually, what is she trying to be? One last word of advice from a former student of the studium. Set aside practicing healing incantations for the time being and focus solely on manipulating the mammoth. Magic is the power to convert one's ether into tangible phenomena. The key is to visualize precisely what it is you wish to bring forth. I believe your problem stems from the lack of a solid image in your mind's eye. When picturing the act of healing, what do you envision? I don't know, really. I've been so caught up with trying to perfect the technique, I hadn't given it any thought. Then focusing on manipulating the mammoth may be just what you need. You can concentrate on clear images like making it walk, run, or sit. With enough practice and repetition, more abstract concepts, such as the inner workings of healing a wound, should become easier to conceive. But that's in the past. From now on, I'm going to focus on visualizing everything step by step. That's the spirit, but do take care not to push yourself too hard. For now, I think a hot bowl of soup is precisely what you need. It's the Thavnarian recipe, so I hope it offers a taste of home. That's interesting. Oh. I cannot thank you enough for accompanying me today. I admit I may have lost track of time in all the excitement. Now then, if Mila and the other students are to continue their training, I believe it prudent we prepare a new set of mammoths. Those of cruder make are more troublesome to manipulate, and thus I must ask that you fashion aether-conductive units to replace them. With a mammoth of good quality, Mila should be able to grasp how to manipulate her aether rather quickly, and I shall be beside her, ready to help at every turn. Okay. One thing I don't like about these custom deliveries in particular is the store to get all the stuff for it is way over here. So I tend to use Idleshire and Kurenai because both of their stores is literally like just a little jog away. Ralgar's Reach, it's not that far, but you still have to teleport to get to it, and then you have to teleport back. I didn't even unlock the one for Shadowbringers. Actually, is there more than one for Shadowbringers? I don't even know, because Idleshire has, or not Idleshire, but in the Heavensward areas, there's Zloe. Let's see if we can bring this up. Zloe, El Toll, Charlemagne. I think those ones are technically from Heavensward. Oddkirog is from Stormblood. Same with Kurenai and Nago. Yeah, so I don't even have the ones from Shadowbringers. I know that one dude with the blue hair. Is the person you talk to. Aether conductive mammoths. Wait, these give purple scripts? Or no, am I reading that wrong? I have to use the restroom. I'll be right back. It's I can't dash me. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Okay. I need to get rid of these. Have some of those. I need to. Yes, come hang out in my Discord. It is called the Dead Discord. And I don't have any sort of thing set up to automatically like welcome people or whatever. I was watching somebody stream, and like they have like automatic notification, not notifications, automatic responses for like people subscribing or following or like coming into their Discord. They have it like set up to not automatically like call them out or anything like that. So that made me start thinking, like, do people not want that? Okay, I need these will be done next week. Is it her? Okay. Custom deliveries. No, not that idiot. This one. Oh, whoops. That works out. Okay, so there's one. Okay, these are going to be pretty easy to craft. Yeah. Easy peasy, yo. Easy peasy. That's what I like to see. Oh, that one. It's fine. Uh-oh. Whew. I don't like when I let it go down to 0 durability. It always makes me nervous. Now, I think you have to be level 80 to okay. So nothing can get experience from this just yet. In terms of my crafters, anyways. Another thing I've seen streamers do is like, I think they do it for raids, but They'll say like, hey, I'm such and such, and I do such and such. You do get purple ones. Oh. Oh, I'm actually... One... 1380? As you know, mammoths are invaluable tools for helping students gauge their capacity from ethereal manipulation. Everything from their clothes down to their very cores must be highly conductive to ether if we are to observe clear results. Now, if you allow me to expect. Yes, this appears to be sufficiently sensitive to ether. The students would be pleased to have a mammoth so well suited to practicing their healing magic. Oh, so you get white and purple? I don't know if that's because she's level 90 though. Thank you. Words can express what a boon your help has been to the homestead program. And I would like to think we have become good friends through our work together. Porshino would no doubt be shocked, perhaps even envious, were he to see what we've accomplished thus far. I do like that hat, kind of. Okay, that is all the custom deliveries for the week, I believe. Yep, okay. Let's take a little break. No, it's not. We are going straight to Thavner. And we are going to finish the Beast Tribe quests. And I'm going to get Warrior as close to 90 as possible. Because then I can focus on using Dark Knight for the hunts. And for the Beast Tribe quests, or the Tribal quests. Well, I love this character, Kite. And I wonder if anything is going to come of that. I haven't even looked at the hunts list yet, because I don't really want to kill anything right now with the warrior. I kind of want to do the tribal quests, and then I'll just look at it. The crab, we got this stupid walrus thing. We got that thing. What are we doing here? Deal by the dot. Okay, so I think we're gonna go to this one and then just basically go down the coast. Pretty easy, to be honest. The worst is when you have like this one down here, and then you have one up here, and then you have one like over here. I didn't realize, even though it just happened like today, I didn't realize I was level 89. And that person's was only level 81. Oh, they changed. That's actually pretty funny. The hardest thing when you're doing tribal quests is if like your whatever you're using is only like level 81 or 71 or whatever, and it's and when the let me give it the map up here real quick. So like when you're level 81, all the stuff on right here is fine. You'll be able to handle it just fine no matter what you are. But when you go over here, like there's creatures that could actually kill you if you're not careful. Like if you happen to aggro one level 86 creature, you should be fine. You're not going to kill it super fast, but it's also not going to kill you super fast. And you should be fine. Yeah, I really like Ogul. I'm not sure how to say her name, but she's like a side character, and she's really great. I really enjoy her character. Let's see here. A Realm Reborn, I didn't utilize these tribe quests and in A Realm Reborn. Like I only got the sylphs to level 2, you know. I haven't even done like most of these other ones. But in Heaven's Word, I don't really care for the Vanu Vanu. But the Vath, I actually really enjoyed the Vath. Stormblood, I actually enjoyed both story sections for both of these. So that's nice. The Kojin in the Ruby Sea doing the Beast Tribe quests in the Ruby Sea is actually kind of annoying. Shadowbringers, I love the Pixies. Pixies are one of my favorite. I think the Pixies are my favorite tribal quests or tribal tribe. And then Endwalker, I'm still working on. But oh my god. Oh, I need to check real quick. Final Fantasy 14 Gunbreaker quests. I don't know if they have a level 80 quest. Oh, they do. I might have already done that one, actually. Gun Blades of the Patriots. Fine. Job quests. Pugilist, Marauder, Lancer. Paladin, Monk, Warrior, Dragoon, Bard, Ninja, Dark Knight, Machinist. Oh, I did already do it. Okay, so the only one I need to do is Dark. And then when I get Sage to level 80, I will need to do all of Sage's job quests, which might actually get me an unlocker too. I'm not actually sure. But then once I do that, I will have done all of the job quests in the game. That's pretty insane, actually. I remember like I remember having like White Mage and Astrologian at max level and like not even have picked up Monk or Samurai. I remember Reaper not even being in the game. Like there's people who have played this game who remember when like Dark Knight and Machinist were not in the game. Gotta be kidding me. Did I do it anyways? How much are these going to give me? 1 million? I'm very torn. You know what, let's do these as dark. Furhy, I'm glad to see you haven't made much headway on our Gajasura problem, but let me tell you about the rest of it. Like I said, no tearful reconciliation or nothing, but having folks at the Mahanes been giving us peace of mind. Between our little outfit and Kankana's contacts, we've got every sort of adventurer you could ever need. Ogle's been stopping by when she can too. She's gotten mighty good at riding. I think she's got the instincts of a racer. The fellow adventurer, she makes me proud. You say so. Once Ogle finds her groove, she's unstoppable. I'm proud of Ogle. There's no doubt she's been setting a great example for our recruits. So much so that even the Radiant host's been asking us for guards and lookouts to patrol the roads. Works out in our favor, seeing as we'll be the first to know if Akala ever decides to... Boss! Right on cue. We just got word, a whole mob of Gajasuras closing in on us, and I don't think it's because they got wind of our deal on Lassus or nothing at neither. What? They'll be here any moment, boss. What do we do? Gasa, go and find Ogul at Palaka's stand and have her report here. Then I want you to make the rounds and tell folks in this area to be on the alert. I've got a hunch Akala is only after us, but just to be safe. Just be safe? Maru, I want you to keep your maintenance on the carts. No need to panic, but if matters should run awry, I want everyone ready to leave. Understand? Yes, boss. As he just walks away. I'm going to relay the situation to our friends at the Mehane. As for you, Haruhi, I'd like you to go and graciously welcome our Gajasura guests. Any fights picked with you, you've got my permission to finish, but I don't want no blood on your hands. But I'm a Dark Knight right now. How? Look at that sword, like... How am I not gonna draw blood? Oh, whoops. I forgot I changed the skills around. See, I'm not entirely sure which Dark Knight abilities I should be using. Shadow Wall is good. Oblation, that's a pretty good skill. Do they have... Salt and Darkness. All enemies standing in the corrupted patch of salted earth take additional unexpected damage with a potency of 500. Okay. Upgrades. Oh, interesting. I'm not entirely sure how to use Dark Knight in dungeons, to be completely honest. Like, I use it just fine, but I feel like that's more because I don't do wall-to-wall pulls, more so than me actually using my abilities correctly, my defensive abilities at the very least. What is this? Oh, that's Shadowbringer. That is something I am about 5 levels away from getting. But I swear if I do these little bits of quests and then I'm like 100,000 off from leveling up my warrior, I will be kind of annoyed at myself. Oops, wrong button. Or it's not, it wasn't the wrong button, it was I pushed the button while not pushing shift. Holding shift. Bahaha, you're home. Conquest for Akala. You ain't gonna get through Ogle. There's Ogle. Oh, I didn't even see her there. You can see we're at a bit of a deadlock with our favorite hippo enthusiast here. This is hardly the time to be glib, Turnip, but rest assured that I am prepared to do all that is necessary in a self-defense, even if that should be a swift and decisive offense. Hold on a moment. I'm angry, Ogle. When I think about what Call is stolen and who he's hurt, I start boiling like afternoon soup. But skewering him ain't gonna solve the bigger issue. I say we talk first, see if we ain't so different after all. You too weak for Akala? Leave hippos, go. You want us to leave Savarna? That ain't an option, and you know that. But if you've got such a hankering for our hippocarts, there is another way. You could always join us. Huh? Me and my associates, me and my people, we built this place to welcome us when nowhere else would. So there ain't no version of this where we simply up and leave because you demand it. But you know exactly what I'm talking about, don't you? You know what it's like to have no place to welcome you, to need to take care of your people no matter what. That's why I don't want to fight you. Your people, no place for home, but you protect people. You same as Akala? Akala hit your people. Tell truth, you forgive no Akala. Like I said, I'm angry. No one messes with my family and gets away with it. That's why I want to settle things with you, leader to leader, fair and square. When I say settle things, I'm not talking about a fight. I'm talking about a race on hippocarts. If I lose, I swear on my honor as a racer that I'll agree to your terms. But if I win, you repent for what you've done and you join us. Peaceably, deal? Cool, I'll call a win race. Take hippos, take wagons. Why is he making me think of, goblins? You can try. We'll start the race from the harbor town right there and ride to the high road all the way up past the quarry further on. Akala wait in town, but Akala wait not long. He was more reasonable than I expected, but lest he decide to perpetrate any knavery, I shall keep a sharp eye over him. I ain't gonna go back on what I said, but I really shouldn't have called Akala out like that. Not because I think I'll lose, not on your life, but we had to crawl our way up from being a nothing but reckless misfits, and now that we've made something of ourselves, I'm gonna ride the high road and blow whatever respect we earn to the wind. What's done is done, I guess. Now we just gotta focus on keeping things fair. Don't want Akala working a traverse around us. How are we supposed to make this work? If we do that, not only do we stay legitimate, but we'd be hosting an event that everyone can enjoy, like a festival. I know I said our racing days were over, but this is going to be one for the chronicles. I'll show you a race you'll never forget. Alright, I'll have Ogle smooth things over with the Radiant host while my associates spread the word about our upcoming scurry. The tribal quests though, they always take longer than I feel like they're going to. Even back in like Heavensward, the bath. Rest assured, I shall not be fainting anytime soon. Mind over matter, as grandmother would say. Mind over matter. Oh, the warrior one. I have to do the warrior one. Warrior and Dark Knights I have to do. Ogle said the Radiant host was a little perplexed, but they gave us their blessing nonetheless. Better to settle our differences peacefully, in their words. Keep your armor on. We've got to wait for our audience to show up. Don't want to start without our kinsfolk cheering us on now, do we? Kins? Race, battle, not show off, no kins. Our kins are going to make sure both sides play fair. Speaking of which, I've got a proposition for you. Seeing as this race is going to determine the future of both our peoples, I'd like to declare it a cooperative effort. I think it goes without saying that this race ain't just about the hippo riders. The whole island and all the people on it are counting on us to win this. So here's my plan. I'm gonna give you a link pearl like the ones me and my associates use. That way we can be in contact during the race. Okay. I'll have Maru and Gasa standing by at key points along the track so that they can give you updates on our progress. I want you to use that information to advise me during the race. I think I already lost my head somewhere, but I'll do my best. What was with that? I'm not used to seeing my character do that. All that's left is getting Saria ready to run. Then there ain't no stopping us. What is Ogle doing? she likes those bright colors. What do you reckon the chances are of a rainbow conveniently popping out of nowhere? If only. What are you doing here and sweating like Ogle in that Gaja head? What happened? What's the matter? Nothing, boss. I brought you something for your race. Now she's boxing. Ogle. Sorry, goes wild for bright colors, right? I used some of our leftover gulal to make a rainbow. Just throw this and she'll perk right up for sure. Want you watching the high road around the great work? I'll fill you in on the details by link pearl. This is actually going to be kind of involved. I feel like, am I actually going to have to pay attention? She's scared now? I shan't be intimidated. I have cast all fear from my body. Now, this time for certain. Oh gods. Ogle in the background of this tribal quest. Pretty far north. Palaka's stand. Oh, this dude, okay. I really hope Cherno wins the race. From what teacher says, if the Gajasura end up taking over Thavner, we're all in trouble. Teacher, we're all ready over here. Seems that preparations are at the goalpost are complete. Racers, are you ready? Citizens of Thavner, I welcome you to the very first Hanish Hippo Hustle, representing the Arcasadora and our very own Hippo Riders, Cherna, representing the Gajasura, the mighty Akala. Racers, take your mark. Oh no. Hippo. Hippo. Ah. Ah. Pushing our precious hippo that hard. I'm so mad, I'm sweating blood. The boss is eating dust, but the road's not looking too good up ahead. What's your call? Savior of strength. Oh wow, I actually kind of really like this. Looks like a straight A ways to go fast. Looks like a college hippo might be reaching its limit. Not surprising seeing how hard he's pushing it. Hippos are go. Unleash the rainbow. Huh? Oh no, I missed it. That's actually pretty funny. By a hippo's nose, the victor of the Hainish Hippo Hustle is Tirna. If he doesn't complain though, I will kind of be shocked because it was so close and usually people argue. Tricocola. No, we didn't trick you. We just know our hippos. That's all. What they like, how much they can take. Hippos are living, breathing creatures, same as us. Having to run that hard for that long, all while pulling a heavy bloke like you. No mystery why your hippo melted its grease. Hippo slow because grease melt. Akala understand. And I did say that your people could support you during the race, but you insisted on riding alone. They're your battle brothers, ain't they? I bet they would have loved to help. I might be in charge, but if I've got to rely on others to protect my people, I'm not hesitating. You can only do so much by yourself. Of course, trusting folks enough to do that didn't exactly come naturally to me neither. Me and my people, we used to be nothing but a bunch of misfits. We didn't really belong nowhere, and no one really wanted us around in the first place. Oh, backstory? That's a nice view. People like us got a lot of options. You either scrape by on the outskirts so that you ain't a bother, or leave someplace new and hope that you can prove yourself somehow. But it ain't gotta be like that. You can be you and still build trust and contribute something positive, however small. Misfit or no, at some point you realize that none of us are really so different. My stupid the stupid bot keeps doing that link and it makes me think that somebody's posting in chat. But it's okay, it makes me look at chat. And I like that it moves chat. So I believe in you, Akala. I think if no good racers like us can turn things around, you and your people can too. You ain't gotta conquer nothing to protect your brothers now. A deal's a deal, right? Join us, become a hippo rider, and see where the cart takes you. I mean, and I mean, if there is like a war, right? If there is a war and you were on the battlefield and you saw a hippo pulling a cart with an elephant person, like that'd be terrifying. If you saw like a group of those running at your people. The stupid bot keeps doing that link and it makes me think that somebody's posting in chat. But it's okay, it makes me look at chat. And I like that it moves chat. So I believe in you, Akala. I think if no good racers like us can turn things around, you and your people can too. Our tribes may have their differences, but as for you and me, that's just a race and rivalry now, and everyone watching saw how hard you were trying for your people. Might take some time, but I think you'll find a place here. So what do you say? Come back with us to Savarna? Akala accepts. Dun 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 dun. Thanks for the stellar advice. Couldn't have done it without you. Oh, Akala's right there. I didn't. Ain't no way I was losing, but I'm glad this didn't end with Akala's people being chased off the island. Got a little tense when a bunch of Gajasura came walking in, bold as brass, but I explained the situation. Next time the Hanish Hippo hustle rolls around, we should start it from Savarna, or finish it, or both. Think of the traffic we'd get at the Mahane. Who knew thinking up new ways to excite other folks would be so, well, exciting? All of this is thanks to you. I can't thank you enough. Okay, I want to talk to Akala first. Akala lose race. Sad, but for Battle Brothers, new home. Akala protect brothers, so Akala glad, much glad. Yeah, I could have done without seeing that, but even though I've been here quite a lot recently, I don't really know what changed. I have to sneeze. Okay, so that gate thing is new. I think that plant thing in the middle is new, and I think that the is it cobblestone? I don't know, but the ground, the road like thing, sidewalk type thing, that's new. Soar to legendary heights, backed by their diligence and hard-earned skills. But yeah, I'll always say it. I love in a game when there's an area and someone or something like goes there, and you can build it up and you actually see the change. It's the same as when you're playing a character and you pick up a piece of armor and you have your character wear it and it changes the way they look. It's the same as that. Okay, I'm only 200,000 away, but you know what? I don't even care. We're just gonna do this just like this. It's a waste of experience, to be honest. But I don't care. That's another level 9. Level 90 warrior. Oh. Primal. Boom, 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 boom. Jumps to target and delivers a critical hit to target and all enemies nearby it with a potency of 700. Inner, really? I shouldn't have. That was a million. That was like 800,000 wasted experience right there. DOA, the fighting game, aka favorite fighting game. Oh, I thought I was going to unlock more these tribe quests right now, but I guess I don't. Drawing upon the design of chocobo carriages, a collective of Arcasadora youths invented this two-wheeled hippo cart drawn cart. The sunshade cloth incorporates techniques used in crafting Corvosi carpets. Okay. I'm glad I have my very own hippo cart now, though. Okay. Okay. So okay, I can do I'll do these hunts right now. Since I'm here in Thavna already. But I'm going to go do for hopefully for the end of my stream. I have about 45 minutes left. I will go do warrior. I'll go do warrior and dark knight level 80 quests just to see what they are. What was that one? Both of these ones are the stupid Okay, that should have been all the Thavner stuff. Thavner. Thanalan. No. Anasia. I don't have. It's not like I have like almost 360 of those Etherite tickets or anything. Alright, let's go see what happens with Riel. Especially because she wants to be a conjurer, so I might be going back to Gridania. They will tell you. They will tell you you are 1 and you are 2. You can choose. So happens I have a letter for you. Before we talk about that, mind telling me what you've been getting yourself into lately? You and your scions, I mean. I have an inkling, perhaps. I went and saved another world, as it happens. I had to go and kill a whole host of sin eaters. Come again? Reflections of the Source? Parallel worlds? Sin eaters? What the 7 hells are you on about? Something tells me this is only going to make any kind of sense if you walk me through it from the beginning, step by step. I kind of wish that it would actually like this is one of the things I don't like about your character being a silent protagonist, is I kind of wish that it would show them explaining specific bits to these characters. So to sum up, you were swept up into yet another realm shaking conflict, were you? Well, of course you were. You've an insatiable hunger for it, don't you? And even when you bite off more than you can chew, you refuse to let go. What, as if you didn't know? Hell, from the moment I laid eyes on you, I suspected you were a particular blend of impulsive and stubborn. It takes a special kind to become a Dark Knight, much less a warrior of light, don't you think? You traveled unto a doomed world and pledged your sword to a futile cause. You fought and you fought and you fought, and in the end, you won the day. Though I knew it wasn't without loss. I know it wasn't without loss, without sacrifice. Victories like that are always bought with blood. He has awesome eyes. But you and your comrades paid that price all the same. That faraway land and her people live on because you all were willing to fight to the bitter end. Because you were too stubborn to die. And because of love, I'm sure. Being grim and dark will only get you so far, don't you remember? It's like the Mughals. Like Sir Umpagne himself said, the flame in the abyss, the love you bear for the ones you hold most dear, that is the source of true strength. Arhi could have never made it this far if her heart wasn't filled to the brim with love. Is this a roundabout way of asking me about my heart's desires? I'd sooner pose that question to Sid. Let's not and say we did. I'm sure that Thancred fellow you mentioned would provide a far more meaningful and interesting response. Having to look after the reincarnation of his surrogate daughter is certainly... Though I suppose on some level I can relate. What? I've not once thought of you as my father. Well, no, I mean, we're not even the same race, so of course no one would even ever look at us and assume. What? If you want to put a label on it, Then what would you prefer? Master and disciple, and servant and noblewoman? How? Uh-oh. I told you about calling me that. Uh-oh, she's picking up bad habits from Sid. I'm confused as to what got her upset, but okay. Suggest to you, but who pinned it, I cannot say. It was delivered to me by a young woman of the broom. Booney. Said she'd seen us with you out and about in Ishgard before and reckoned that if she left it with us, you'd eventually be around to pick it up. Before you ask, no, I have not taken a peek, so its contents remain a complete and utter mystery to me. As for the sender, you'll have to pester Looney at the Holy Stables if you want to know more. Have an angry girl to mollify. Looney? Who's Looney? Within the sealed envelope is a paper which you unfold to find a message written in strangely familiar scrawl. You'll forgive me for the sudden correspondence and the secrecy helped me in a way once upon a time. It's past time I said as much, and so here we are. Feels like a lifetime ago, come to think of it. You've been through quite a lot since then, accomplished incredible things. I like to think that in some way I was part of your journey. Far from the best, no doubt, but for me, my own journey, I think it's safe to say that you've been, well, there's no suitable words to describe it really. I've done things, made decisions, looking back, but I can't help but feel more than a little foolish. But such is life, and we have to seize what few opportunities we have for closure. So wherever you are, I hope you're happy, still fighting, still adventuring, still doing what you love. Be well. Okay. This guy's still manufacturing. I'm so confused. Oh, is this way back? Was this way back before I even met Sid? You, it's really you. My hero. Honestly, I never thought I'd get to see you again, much less speak with you. Oh, I'm sorry, you probably don't remember me at all, do you? I'm not surprised. All in day's work, I suppose. Saving silly little fools like me. And it was so long ago when you rescued me from those temple knights who were trying to take me away from my grandmother. Oh. Okay. I'm sure some might say you overdid it, but thanks to you, my grandmother and I never heard from that lot again. Ever since Sir Amaric and his allies came into power, we've had a lot less of that trouble all over. Well, no, it didn't, but I'm glad that you're doing good. Wasn't me who wrote it, I can tell you that much. I got it from a knight I befriended after tending to his chocobo a couple times. Sir Patronade? Sir Gatorade. Seems like a better name. He said it was to be delivered to the hero of the Scions, a peerless warrior with 1,000 victories to her name. After he described your features in detail, it all fell into place. Since I was certain you'd eventually pay a visit to your friends, I offered to take it to them. Maybe check the congregation. The congregation? I mean, that's where knights congregate, I presume. I've been thinking, I might start uploading my screenshots to Twitter. Cause I really don't do too much with like social media. You, how may I be of service to you? The letter. Oh, what a relief it is to see that it arrived unmolested. It was entrusted to me by Orella of Raga's Reach. After the battle at the Gimlet Dark, I spent a few nights there, you see. I can only assume that whoever sent it to the Reach had heard tell of the battle between you and Lord Xenos, and how you had been brought to the Barber. However, by the time it arrived, you had long since been spirited away to Ishgard. Had Looney not recognized you from my stories, I do not know how I might have seen it to your hand. You seek the author, maybe have... Oh no, I'm gonna have to go all over the place. Rogger's Reach? At least it's only just under 300. I might not have enough time to do Warriors today, to be honest. Ooh. Boom, 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 boom. Deafening glare, elderly private. Look at all these side quests. I have side quests I need to do. And honestly, now that almost everything is level 9, like I only have 2 things left to get to level 90. It doesn't matter. The experience never mattered anyways. But I really should start doing a lot more Final Fantasy 14 streams and just doing a crap ton of side quests. Lost that long-haired boy of yours again? Long-haired? This is about the letter, is it? I came with a shipment of supplies from Little Alamigo, as I recall. I can only presume the sender was hoping that Commander Hex would see it to you personally, but I'm not surprised it escaped her notice given the chaos the Gimlet Dark and after. Found its way into my medical supplies, and as you all know, I decided to let that Ishgardianite take charge of its delivery. Oh my god. Well met. I was not expecting a visit. What brings you to the southern Thanalan this day? Letter, you say, and you seek the author? You read it. If you read it, then you know their heart, what you meant to them, how you changed their life for the better. This is a feeling I understand all too well, which is why I agreed to send this letter with the supplies for Rogger's Reach. Yet you never were one to let a mystery remain unsolved, were you? You seek answers, closure. I will not deny you this. At the Red Rooster Stead in Lower Nelanasia, you will find a man named Godeherd. Oh, no. I don't want to go to Limsa. I don't want to go to Limsa. I swear, I'm gonna get there. My game's gonna crash. Oh, whoops. Out of there. The other day, I was in a Discord and I was chatting with people a little bit about um the music in Final Fantasy 14, and somebody said that some of the overworld music, like some of the some music, I think was it I think overworld music, um they do get like they don't like listening to it anymore because they've heard it so much. And like I've listened to the overworld music so little that I don't even remember the Nausea theme. Why are you here? You really don't remember any of it? The Kikuran bandits, a certain merchant who may have overstepped his bounds just a trifle. You were a right bloody mess when you returned to the dry docks with my wares, and I do mean bloody, I say. None of what I'm telling you ringing a bell? I remember now. Not even the part where I refused to thank you and demanded that you pay me restitution for the property you yourself returned to me? Well, seeing as I've already confessed it, I may as well reiterate. It was me. That was just the beginning of my bad luck, as it happened. A string of bad decisions left me in debt to some very unforgiving fellows, and before I knew it, they had taken a damn near everything I owned. I was friendless, penniless, hopeless. Let me tell you, running afoul of the Warrior of Light had not done me any favors either. There was a time when I couldn't help but blame you for all my misfortune. And then one day when I was rummaging through my meager possessions, I had an epiphany. I stumbled upon a package from that shipment you recovered for me that ill-fated day. Flower bulbs, stained with Kikuran blood, but viable for cultivation, still brimming with the potential to grow and thrive. Before I knew it, I was cradling the package to my breast, sobbing and moaning like a mad fool. For a fool is exactly what I had been. I had been offered a kindness without let or lien, and instead of thanking this generous hero had spat in her face. So I left that life behind, save for the bulbs I brought with me here, apprenticed myself to the botanist, and resolved to start anew. And wouldn't you know it, the stubborn little fiends finally bloomed for me. I suppose it's only fitting that you'd show up again that very day. I have a thousand regrets, but none greater than how I spoke to you. I say this not to beg your forgiveness, but to tell you how you've changed me for the better, and to thank you for the opportunity. Stupid Frey. Like, I feel like one thing that people like about Frey so much is that you always get these menial tasks to do when you play like RPGs, and it does get tiresome after a while. I do have one request, if you are amenable to it. I pray you accept a flower, one of the precious few that has bloomed. A token of my heartfelt appreciation for my personal savior. Admittedly, this particular breed is perhaps best suited for funerals and farewells, but if you'd rather not keep it for yourself, perhaps there's someone else who might welcome it. Hang out my Discord. Beware the Delta. Clever, clever, clever. Or are we just playing it by ear? No matter. I wanted this once, more than anything, a chance to speak and be heard. But neither of us needs it anymore, and if we were to look deep within ourselves, we would realize that we never did. We are the stories we tell ourselves. The brave hero, the tortured soul, the altruist, the pragmatist. They will tell you who they see, but you and you alone know who you are. For I speak only for myself. If you find comfort in my words, they are yours for the taking. But that is your choice, now and ever after, as it has always been. Now comes your part. To cloak yourself in the fiction, to breathe life into the dead, to give a voice to the voiceless. As we did together that day when you gave us our answer. That's interesting. That literally took me like 30 minutes to do those. What should I do? I don't think I'll do the warrior ones today. Dun, dun, dun. My apologies for storming off earlier. You'd think I would be more mature than that after everything I've been through. Welcome back. As you can see, Riel and I are getting along swimmingly, so you needn't worry about us in the slightest. Not one bit. So, what of that mysterious unsigned letter? Did your grand search for answers lead you anywhere interesting? So, well, glad to hear it, I suppose. I'll stop calling Sid Chocobo's ours when he stops thinking of me as a stupid little girl. God, do you think after everything we've been through he'd give me a little more credit? Because I'm so bloody short, I'm due for a growth spurt, but I don't know if I'll ever be as tall as he is. Well, aren't we a creature of habit? Not much reason to call on us these days, yet here you are, curious to see how we're getting on? It would seem that the Countess's crusade died with her. No one has sought us out since that day. Even so, I do not expect these peaceful days to last. So long as there are those who prey on the weak and helpless, there will ever be a need for knights such as we. But I worry for Riel. I cannot abandon her, yet I would not have her be a party to what will come. Her walk the path? But she's just a... Her life is her own, to make with it what she will. If that is her desire, then we shall discuss it. On Mist? Oh. The one thing I know for certain is that the beings he conjured with his magic were not the spirits of the dead, but simulacra, born from the memories of the living. Blah, blah, blah. I don't really care about Mist, to be honest. Ah, that black business. I've heard the same as everyone else, which is to say, not much. You and yours have been involved, I trust. To the edge of the great expanse and beyond. I won't pretend to understand how any of that was even possible, but I've no doubt it played out exactly as you said. And so, having saved life as we know it from oblivion, you return to your dark night stamping grounds to see if there are any less cosmic villains in need of a firm rebuke. Yep. No rest for the righteous indeed. You'll be disappointed to hear that things are fine for the most part, likely due to you going about playing hero. Not much has changed, to the frustration of many it seems, like Riel and her height. I swear every day she's trying some new trick she learned about from a friend's sister's cousin. Children are always so eager to grow up. I was too, I suppose, like everyone else once was. Listen, I don't know if you came back hoping I had some final pearls of wisdom to share, something to put it all in perspective, but if you did, you were wrong. You know everything you need to know already. Bear the sword and the promise, memories and dreams of your own and of others. You stand for those who have no one else. That's all there is to it. There's no path to walk or guide to follow, but strength and meaning you derive from the struggle is yours alone to find. No one else was ever the writer. It's always been your story, so go and live it. Ah, that was interesting. Okay. So I'm gonna do hunts, but I don't really want to do those on stream. I think that'll just be a bit shorter of a stream today. Tomorrow is going to be, I think, Satisfactory. We'll see what happens. I don't even know what we're doing in Satisfactory, to be completely honest. Let's go here for now, just to end stream. Play 3 of the 6. Okay, so yeah, I think tomorrow is going to be Satisfactory. I don't know what we're doing in there. I kind of forgot. It's been a few days since I played it. I know we need to do oils. Anyways, I'm not going to go into detail. Tomorrow should be Satisfactory. I want to do more Final Fantasy 14 streaming. Like, I want to, there's more side stuff that I want to do. I need to do Warriors quests, the level 80 Warriors quest. I need to do oh, I need to get Sage. I need to get Sage up to level 80. Because then I will need to do all of the Sage job quests. Because it's from 70 to 80. So that's a plan. I need to do the role quests for Shadowbringers. I mean the end one, the final one, and I need to do the final role quest for Endwalker, and I need to do Hildibrand. So I'll go talk with Zol and see what's see what we're doing for Satisfactory, because I'm not sure if I need to stream it tomorrow, because I think I need to do a lot of clear cutting. But anyways, that's it for me today. For anyone who subbed, thank you for your sub, I really appreciate it. And that's it. Tomorrow and Monday streams will happen, and I'm out of here. Laters.